to another episode of the Voice of Football News, and today's top stories are: Arsenal captain refuses to go on a pre-season tour, Neymar refuses to return to Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool fans troll Manchester United, Bruce set to be appointed as Newcastle manager, and Danny Sturridge had his dog stolen. Now, welcome back to another episode of the Voice of Football News. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. You should know what you're doing by now. Geezer, if you do. Not so much if you don't. What the fuck? Welcome back to another episode of where we present some of the best news stories over the last few days. And you get to watch it. What more could you want, you know? So today's top story is that Laurent Koscielny has refused to go on Arsenal's pre-season tour. And what makes this more of a big deal is that he's actually Arsenal's captain. Their captain has refused to go on their pre-season tour. Talk about setting an example as a captain, you know what I mean? He's 33 years old, apparently he's forcing to move into France, he wants to go back home. And to be honest, if I was Arsenal, I'd let him go. If he's refusing to go on a tour, he's setting a bad example to my youngsters. Fuck off back to France, Laurent Koscielny. And to be fair, would he be much of a loss to Arsenal? Probably not. He hasn't been the same since his injuries. He's 33 years old, so you're not going to get any money for him. Not that anyone would actually pay any money for him. They do have Mustafi though, which is probably arguably worse. Do you know what? It's not a good time to be an Arsenal fan and a fan of centre-backs. You know, Koscielny and Mustafi. That's pretty awful. Sorry, Arsenal fans, but you're fucked. You need to bring a new centre-back in. And also appoint a new captain. Moving on to our next news story. Another footballer kicking off. Neymar has refused to rejoin a Paris Saint-Germain training. Pre-season training, that is. Neymar's throwing his toys out the pram yet again. Shock. This is my shock face, you know. That is Neymar has constantly got an attitude issue at Paris Saint-Germain. You know what? This really fucks me off because why does he have an attitude problem? I know that it's not the best league in the world, but he decided to join them. He gets paid nearly £500,000 a week. And he's refusing to play for them. He's refusing to return to the club, trying to force a move to Barcelona. Now, don't get me wrong, I can understand why he wants to go back to Barcelona. They're the better team in Europe. You know, they're playing in a better league than Ligue 1. And if I'm part of the Paris Saint-Germain fans, I'll be absolutely fuming with a player like Neymar. He obviously thinks he's bigger than the club, and he clearly isn't, you know. For me, Neymar hasn't actually hit his potential that he could have if he actually had the right attitude. He's at 27 years old now. He's at the peak of his value. Paris Saint-Germain is going, you know what, cut our losses, 250 million, selling. And our next news story is full of fucking banter. Liverpool fans troll Manchester United. Hallelujah, I'm a Liverpool fan, so don't be hating me, Manchester United fans. You know, this is just banter. This is what football's all about. But Liverpool fan has absolutely trolled the fuck out of Manchester United. So if you don't know the story already, Manchester United have their pre-season. I think it was in Perth, Australia. Please correct me if I am wrong, but when they were doing their pre-season training, obviously had the fans there. A Liverpool fan had rented out a plane with a message saying Liverpool 6-time European champions, and just flew it over the top of the fans and the stadium or where the players were for over an hour. Check out this video. To me, 5-star banter from Liverpool fans. I do expect some banter coming back to Liverpool from Manchester United fans, so I can't wait to see that. But it'll probably be shit. Our next news story is Newcastle finally potentially found themselves a new manager. And it's Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce is to be appointed Newcastle manager. What a fall from grace. No disrespect to Steve Bruce, I like the guy, but he's not the best manager to have at Newcastle Football Club. He went from Rafa Benitez, and then he fucked off after he realised what a state that Newcastle's in. I'm not disrespecting Newcastle fans or the fan base or the club itself. It's their owner, Mike Ashley. He's an absolute twat. But they got rid of Rafa Benitez. Obviously, they got linked with a takeover with a Chinese consortium, I think it was, who were linked with Jose Mourinho. Yeah, that would have been a good appointment. And then they found out that Steven Gerrard kind of rejected an approach to take over, and then Sam Allardyce come out and said he rejected the offer to become manager of Newcastle, and now they're pretty much set for Steve Bruce. Wow. And our last news story is something that you don't see every day. Danny Sturridge had his dog stolen. I kid you not, Danny Sturridge actually had his dog stolen from his LA home. Like, someone actually broke into his home when he wasn't there, stole his dog, And I think he stole a couple of possessions as well, and then fucked off. And Danny Sturridge was absolutely emotional. So he posted this video on Instagram.
Listen, somebody's broke into the house in LA, took my dog from the house.
And it's sad, like, that's his dog. Like, who steals someone's dog? That's pretty messed up. And later on Instagram, he posted another video in which he said, I'll give you 20-30 grand for a reward if for anyone who does return him. He posted this.
Whoever brings my dog back, 20 grand. Straight up. Straight up. 20 G's. 30 G's. Whatever.
But it's not all bad news. If you have been following this story in the news, Danny Sturridge has actually had his dog returned. This is the most bizarre story I think I've ever covered in football. You know, this is actually unbelievable. He has his dog stolen, and then he gets his dog back. Whether he paid the 20 grand or 30 grand to the person who stole his dog, I don't know, but he did get his dog back, so that is good news for football. That is good news for Danny Sturridge. And he did say that he's going to be moving out of that apartment, so hopefully, fingers crossed, no one else steals Danny Sturridge's dog. And I'm looking at you guys. Please leave Danny Sturridge's dog alone. You know, he doesn't deserve to be stolen. He just deserves to be happy. You know, fucking hell. Guys, if you did enjoy the episode of the news, please hit the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like this like light-hearted style rather than the news style that I was doing before. And yeah, if you do like it, I'll continue. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.